Okay. Day 4 of official live stream trading NQ and ES. We got about 30 seconds to market open. It's looking pretty bearish right now. Let's see. And this to me looks like a pullback on the higher time frames here. We have a bearish trend going down here on the 1 hour. We inverted this bearish fair value gap on the 1 hour. We tapped into this daily fair value gap, and respected it. So we didn't invert this this buy side, sell side imbalance on the daily. So, and we inverted this 1 hour. So this may be a reversal here on the higher time frames. Looking at this pullback, see if we tap into this 1 hour inversion. Maybe sweep this prior day low. We do have Asia lows down there. Will it go down? It looks like we created some liquidity down here. The market created some liquidity down here for the Asia low. We may shoot down, tap that, and shoot back up for possible higher prices on the day. I'm looking to, if we do go higher, invert this 15-minute fair value gap. We did invert this 15-minute fair value gap bullish. It was a bearish. We inverted this bullish, came up, tapped Asia highs, came back down. On the way down, we inverted this 15-minute fair value gap. This was a bullish 15-minute fair value gap, came down, inverted that. So we are looking bullish, bearish here on the morning. It looks like we're going down as the market open. Looks like we're going down here. So you have this 15-minute fair value gap. They look like on the lower time frames came down and bounced off that prior day low. Be looking to invert this bullish 5-minute fair value gap for higher prices. Well, respect that bullish fair value gap. And I'm looking to invert this bearish fair value gap. This has already been inverted here. We've inverted this. Inverted this 5-minute fair value gap here. So what I'm looking at now, if we can invert this is on the way down here. If we can invert this 5-minute fair value gap for higher prices, we're looking at that. And then we target prior day highs, weekly highs. All right, so let's see what we can do here. We're looking at higher price. I'd like to invert this 5-minute fair value gap. Same thing here on ES. We have a 5-minute bearish fair value gap here. May take ES this morning. Looks like it may be the stronger of the two. We're above our moving averages here. This is the 1 minute. I think I'm gonna grab 5 micros here on ES. It looks like it doubled up on me. Internet lagging. Let's see if we can get for them relative equal highs here. I like to watch the 5-minute. This 1 minute. It's not good for my nerves. Palms sweaty already. Don't like that. Don't like that. I think I'm gonna, if we get back up here, I'm gonna get up out of here. And see, this may be our manipulation leg in the beginning. I kind of took this trade kind of early. Don't like that reversal. Not at all. Yeah, I'd like for ES to take out buy side, and then we get a clean short down. Looks like NQ is trying to hold us up here. But if we get up here, I may have to get out of here and wait for NQ to sweep those London lows. Shoot back up here. So I may just get out of here and wait for a better position. I don't want to take an L on this. It looks like she's indecisive right now. And my internet got me in a little higher, a little bit more risk than I'd like. So I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of there. It's a solid trade. I'm just waiting to see if we've made a decision. Now this was a play on here on the manipulation leg to go up, hit these relative equal highs, and then we'll get a nice clean short down there. You see this bull flag here. There's a clean bull flag there on the 5 minute. I wish I would have got in a little bit earlier down here for a better ROI. I'm just not willing to risk price NQ wanting to go down and sweep these London lows before going higher. If that happens, okay, I will look back in. If we do play out and get these equal highs, then that sets us up for a nice clean short. So right now, wasn't too bad. We're up 165 right now on that first little micro scalp. It's dancing around, hesitant right there. That's why I got out, guys. Again, I'm eval trading right now. Once we pass this eval and get into the profit funded stage, you know, we'll get these plays where I stay in. We did hit that target there. It was a nice play. There we go. So we took out those 8:30 a.m. highs. These are the overnight highs. So that was a good target there. So originally we got this OB tap, this order block here, tapped in, came up here, and it was enough to get us to the overnight highs. Overall, good trade. I did get out a little bit early because one, my internet lagged. I originally wanted to get in for 5 micros. It didn't show up, so I hit it again and got me in for 10, which was a little bit more risk than I wanted to put on. 2, we were still in the very early stages of the opening. Here it is. It's 9:44 right now. So at that moment, Yeah. At that moment, we're still early, and wasn't quite confident if this was our manipulation leg going up, and it wanted to reverse. NQ is pulling down uh, and keeping ES uh, fiddly diddling around here. But overall, it was a good trade. It was we tapped into this order block, tapped into this 5-minute order block, and it was good enough for us to go up. Now let's see if we inverse. Okay, so let's see if we inverse this 5-minute, and then I'd be more confident in a higher prices. What's ES? ES definitely is stronger. We inverse this 5-minute here, but we do have a bearish SMT at the highs here. So exercise a little caution. What do we have up here? These inversions down, inversion down, totally disrespected. So I'm gonna get rid of these here. We inverse this 15-minute. It looks like it's respecting that inversion. And if we come down here, so I like to take my look at my SMTs on the higher time frames. We do have a 1 hour higher time frame bearish SMT. There. So we got about 12 minutes left on this 1 hour candle. It looks like price is starting to hesitate there since ES took those prior day highs. We're still hanging around there, but it's definitely slowed down a lot. And everything's looking pretty bullish. We have this low resistance liquidity on the 4 hour. We may be able to hit these relative equal highs here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to be patient, because we could do some macro scaling, but I'm going to be patient since we're getting into the closer into my passing this eval. I'm going to wait to see if we can play for a bigger move here. Typically shorts. Got over those overnight highs. This would be where our next liquidity draw could be at here. So let's see. Let's see what he has. I think let's go down to the 1 minute. See what ES is looking like. Okay. 1 minute fair value got that tapped into that moving average. Again, it's kind of dancing there. Not a lot of strong follow through. We did go up pretty strong off that 9:30 open. So we here off the 9:30 open was a pretty smooth tap into this. It was a 5-minute order block here, up. It's a pretty strong move. So we had this whole move up since 9:30. Swept these highs, swept these overnight highs. Now it's reaching for this next draw on liquidity. Yeah, so it's not typical to take a trade just off the OB, but it was a nice tap into the OB with a change in state of delivery. So it was a pretty high probability trade. Take that even on the 1 minute. Yeah. And so even here on the 1 minute, we can see we had an OB here, and you had a retest, and shoot straight on up. There we go. You can see last time we were here what happened. Just looking to the left, so that too is pretty good confirmation. What we got going there. I may look the tap in to get to that draw on liquidity there. It looks like we may be shooting for that. Gotta just depend on how this pullback looks. Could we pull back into here? Yeah, so this is a pretty good pullback here. Let's see if we pull back into this order block here. This 1 minute. this low. We're gonna respect that low. Let's see if we respect that low there. All right, we're gonna take that out. But ES is looking pretty strong this morning. Yeah, NQ, took this trade here on NQ as well. Instead of the order block, you're looking more or less this inversion here. So we had this bearish fair value gap, which was inverted. We came up, swept these highs, retest, and then we came back up here. Yeah, and that really, we're gonna try and get this fixed by next week. But of course, this is only day 4 of the official live stream, so anything can happen. We're still working out the kinks and wrinkles, but overall, I think we're going pretty well. You know, not professional by any means, but getting it done. Now, would I take NQ on the shorts? Makes sense if it's weaker, if it's the weaker of the two. It looks like we swept this low here. Now, if we swept this low and shot up to clear these highs, that'd be a good indication that price is going higher. Let's see. I'm pretty happy with that first trade. We could have held it, squeezed more out of it, but hey. Okay, I need you to tell Harmony she's up there. So I'm looking for some speed here for this 10 a.m. If we can get up here. There we go. up and down. Really don't want to see it push down too much lower. When we look at NQ here, it's also showing some strong upside movement, but looks like Nvidia is holding it down there on NQ. We'll practice a little bit of patience here. See if we can't at least get to take these highs here. I don't like all that there. We're going to come down here and see if we can't get and protect these profits. Let's get up there and tap that for me. Just get a little bit. Let's get a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah. A little bit too much dancing around there for me. Which tells me that we're just manipulating there. So we may sweep these highs, then look for a reversal. We are at 10 a.m., which is a key macro. But it's a lot of dancing around there for me. But we're yeah, it's pushing up there. It's pushing up. I really like to see it hit these highs here. If we invert this 1 hour, we just had a new 1 hour candle here. We may get here, and we have got here before and come down. All right. So I'm looking to see if price we tap up into that bearish 1 hour fair value gap, if it's going to push us down like it has previously. Yeah, so even though we have It looks like here we have, let's see, Apple's looking good, Microsoft's looking good, Nvidia is holding us down. So we have some of these semiconductor is what's really holding us down. Apple is doing good, Microsoft, but for the most part, we have a lot of bearish, a lot of red in this sector here for the Nasdaq. So that's why we see a little bit of indecision there. So that's why I'm typically and I'm typically more inapt to wait for that first hour after the opening to see where price wants to settle out and go. And it's looking as is, that we may be looking at lower prices here after sweeping some liquidity on the at them highs and key levels. So let's see what we're gonna do here. We caught a couple nice little, we snagged a few little shwimmy shwams. But we got a big pullback here on the Nasdaq, a pullback here, and then it's kind of dancing its way back up. It's kind of in this type of price action. Typically, I would have liked to get in down here and be done for the day, So it looks like we're shooting back up here. See if we can still aim for those highs there. So it looks like we're respecting this fair value gap here on the 1 minute with the Nasdaq. Now to get in down here and to hold this trade up in here isn't that bad. We get, you're trailing your stop loss. I would tell you there, if they wick you out, if they get you out, you're still positive on the day. Now, that's good as opposed to getting in now where prices slowed up. We're looking at, the tech companies that are holding this up are basically red. To get in now would be kind of low probability, high risk. So let's see if we sweep this low here. We may be looking at a nice consolidation, accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Let's see. We tapped into this 1 minute order block here. It's going down. So let's see. Some guys, they got in down here, held their trade, brung their stop to break even, came down, maybe got in here, brung their stop to break even, came down, it didn't make anything. I don't like that model. I don't really like that model. If anything, I would have been trailing my stop loss up to here and caught some profits on the day. So some people that got in here, that got in on this entry still didn't make anything. They got break even on the trade, which is a total waste for me. I can't buy into that. Hello? Huh? Yeah, I can hear you. I'm trying to make some trades. I'm on live right now. Yeah, probably the internet. I'm not sure what's going on. It seems like it's streaming. Yeah. Yeah, that was wife. He just called and said she's watching the live and it ended, so it shows that I'm still streaming here. So maybe my internet cut me out. It's just one of those day 4 of the official live stream things that we go through. If anything, I'll still repost the recording from OBS. So we took this here. So let's see if we can hold this up. Let me get a small retest here. This is our second push up here. That's why I jumped in there. The second time retesting this area. And hopefully we'll go for this draw on liquidity here. We're just looking for a small little micro scalp, sized up a little bit there. So we break past here. I'm looking for some speed for it to shoot up. We do have some sellers there fighting, but hopefully the the bulls can push past and get us some nice profits there. Let's see if we can hold up here. Alright. I don't like that. Don't like it. Let's see if we can see what this next candle does. Yeah, let me get out of there. Let's get out of that. It may pull back down just a little bit more before we get back in there. And we're still at $56 on the day. Ah, let's see. Let's see. It's a lot of diddly daddling here. Yeah, we got some heavy sellers up there protecting that area. Wow. Yeah. Wow. So let's see if we tapped into this OB here. So we're looking kind of bearish on ES now. So we're respecting this fair value gap here. Let's see if we can't get something going above here. Ways are ways. Come on, work with me. So we broke below that fair value gap. I'm not gonna hold that. I'm not gonna hold that. I'm gonna size up here. Try to catch some of this momentum. Since we're in so small eval. If I can get above them MAs, I'd look to get these highs here. This is a really, really strong area here. Yeah, it's looking pretty bearish. Pretty bearish. So we're not going to tilt here. And that's how you blow accounts. Size it up too much. So it looks like we're definitely in a sell mode here. There's our 9:30 open with this. We have some strong support here on the 15-minute on the NASDAQ. Tapping into this bullish fair value gap here on ES. So we'll see if this will yield higher or lower prices here. That looks like we're pushing up off of this. We got 4 minutes left on this 15-minute candle. We're retracing back into this bullish fair value gap on ES, into the wick of this 9:30 open wick. So NQ just broke below the daily open. Yeah, definitely want to get in there. Bring my stop loss down there. Nice. Just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we passed our eval. $53,047.75. Just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we've passed that Lucid 50K eval. Now I realize during this stream, a lot of people, this guy's going on till he's overtrading. Yeah, there's a, like we talked about yesterday, that's a valid statement. Only if you're not trading my model, if you're not trading my strategy. Of course, I could say the same thing about anybody's strategy. Oh, why are they trading like that? They're going on till they're over trading. They should have stayed in. You know, I can make my argument because I'm not trading their strategy. They can make the argument as to why they did what they did because it's their strategy. Each and every person's strategy is unique to them. Like I said before, I trade ICT core concepts. I've learned and I've invested in myself a lot of time, money, and just education. Period. I've learned a lot of different strategies. I came across the ITC not simply because there was one specific entry model or one specific strategy that I adapted. I gravitated towards ICT simply because of the core concepts as to why price is doing what it's doing. Why are these candles going green, or why are these candles closing red? What is causing these candles to go in a specific direction? That's what really drew me to ICT. Now, once I learned that and those concepts, the fair value gaps, which, you know, you can't deny whether you like ICT or not. You can't deny fair value gaps are a part of day trading. When price expands in a certain direction, it leaves an imbalance in price, and the market tends to go back to balance that area out because the market does not like to leave imbalances. So I specifically like fair value gaps. It tells me what the market is doing, why it's doing it, and what it may do based on what it's already done. So based on the fact that, let's say here on NQ, we had a bullish fair value gap, meaning there's a gap from here to here. You know, that price expanded. So that being said, I know that the market may want to come down and balance that out. Now, will it balance that out and keep going? Will it come back, retest that area, continue up, or will it disrespect that imbalance and continue down. I look for, and this was told the story. We disrespected this area here. First on this candle, it respected with the wick, the body closed inside the fair value gap. That's not a sign for me to go short. It's still bearish there. On this candle here, we're looking at the wick, respected the bearish aspects of this fair value gap, came down, body closed below outside this fair value gap. That's a bearish signal for me. That's a bearish sign. On the way down, we've created another small fair value gap here, a bearish fair value gap. What's going on here? We come back, we close, come back, retest. It's respecting that fair value gap. Didn't even go inside of it. Expand down, go here. This was our previous fair value gap. This was more towards the open. This is the one that was reacted. This is the one that took us all the way up here. So if we disrespect this fair value gap here, this is a high probability area. Once we close below here, retested, came back down, we know price, we're looking at lower prices to get this liquidity here and here. A lot of stop losses here. There's a lot of stop losses there. Now we're here again. Here's another fair value gap. We got a fair value gap here. So now we have a fair value gap that was left behind off the expansion of the bearish move here. So we're going down. Now price is retesting that fair value gap. We're in consummate encroachment of that fair value gap. It's respecting it. It wicked consummate encroachment the middle, and we're going down. That tells me we looking at lower prices, and price may, high probability for it to go here, swipe this liquidity and continue downward. Swipe this liquidity, may retest back up and go down. So that's what I did. But also, so those are the core concepts of ICT, fair value gaps. I love fair value gaps. I love liquidity. I've taken that, some of the 2022 buy model, yes, but this is what you'll never see on ICT is moving averages. I like my moving averages. They tell me what price has been doing. See how it respects that line going down? That's like a support zone for me. So as price is going back in here to test this fair value gap, it's also testing my moving average, this 8 moving average. And as it's going down, it's okay, I'm still in this trade because I still see it hasn't disrespected my moving average. It's holding up, the fair value gap's holding up, and we're still moving down to my target. Here we go here to our 20 moving average. It could go all the way back up to here. My trade is still valid here. My stop loss would be here at the shadow. I need you to stop with those. Don't touch those. Let them go. So as you know, ICT, where I'm not going to put my stop loss here at the start of this fair value gap. So I'm not going to get stopped out. We may test here. It didn't go that far. We're here off of my moving average. It's still moving down. So it's still saying that price is averaging down. I'm still in this trade looking, and high probability we may hit TP. So that's what I say, that each person's strategy is unique to them. So when people, say something about your strategy or what you're doing, yeah, they're valid because they're not trading your strategy. They're trading from their perspective. But if you're confident in your strategy according to your trading style and your personality, it doesn't matter what anybody else says because your strategy and style is unique. Mine is unique, probably a one of one anywhere, even though, yeah, I trade fair value gaps, liquidity sweeps, but how many people trade fair value gaps, liquidity sweeps along with an 8 moving average and a 20 moving average, a 200 moving average, a VWAP, a cross of the moving average? This is a bearish cross of the moving average, which is further confirmation. I like my moving average. I incorporated that in with my core ICT concepts to create my own strategy that is unique to me. that makes me feel good. It makes me feel confident, which leads to a 50K funded account, which we just passed today live here on stream. $558.75 on the day. So that was my little rant, my little, as my kids say, I just gave a podcast. Anytime I tell them something, I go off. Like, we didn't think you were going to give us a podcast. Well, there we go. So let's see here. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see if I can get on my Lucid dashboard. Now, a lot of times they won't update until after market, or to show that you've passed and you're funded. So probably won't show here. So here we go again with my thing. So let me go here. I want you guys getting all my information here. So let me I'm gonna go here. Let me go in here and get my credentials together. All right, I think I've got in there. So let's see. That was a prior one that we've breached. Boom. So, okay, you've passed the evaluation. So one thing I like about Lucid, it's instant. So now I'm funded. And that's smart on their part, because okay, I've upgraded to funded. Most people are like, let me jump right in. Let me start trading. I'm done for the day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not trading anymore today. We're going to start fresh tomorrow, maybe even next week, on this funded account. But that was my goal for this week. We've accomplished that goal one day early. Hopefully before we get trading on this funded, I'd like to get my internet situation together, because I would hate to begin a trade and the internet causes me to sacrifice a payout. Account upgrade successful. Yeah, so Lucid, one thing about it is so this is only my second account with Lucid. So we're no longer on Lucid Evals, which I breached that one, even though I was still positive. We're going to go to funded. Your account will become active within 5 minutes during market hours. Weekend purchases become active at Sunday. Okay. So I'm pending. So we'll wait 5 minutes. But Lucid, it's a one-time payment. So you get that 50% off for your first two purchases. So this is my second purchase. I believe I paid $70 for this Lucid Eval, and that took care of my Eval and my activation. So now for $70, we are in a Lucid funded account with a potential of pulling out $3,000 per account. So I have a potential of pulling out up to $3,000 on this account, as long as I stay within their guidelines. And I believe Lucid does not have a buffer, meaning I don't have to get it above 5,100 or 5,200. Some prop firms you have to build a buffer. You have to go up to, before you can withdraw any funds, you have to get your account above $2,500 or $1,500. I'm not sure. And then anything after that you can pull out. With Lucid, I think it's just more of a time frame I have the flex, so I believe it may be 3 days. Or okay, so this is our active funded account. It's active, $50,000 fresh. Boom, boom. I have a $48,000. I have a $2,000 drawdown. Profit amount 150. So I have to make at least 150 per day, I believe, for at least 3 days, 3 trading days. Either 3 or 5, I'm not sure. I think with Flex it may be 5. I have the Lucid Flex. I have to check. Let me 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 check. Chat GPT. This is my OG. I answer all the questions on Chat GPT, and Chat GPT knows me now. Knows that I trade. I actually knows that I'm Myrick Math Channel. So when I talk to Chat GPT, it says, "Yeah, being as though I know that you're trading ICT and you have a Lucid." So it knows our past conversation. So it's kind of wild. I was born in the '80s, so it's like this is wild for me. It's like I got an assistant in my phone. So I'm gonna ask Chat with the Lucid Flex 50K account. How many days of profit do I need before requesting a withdrawal? So let's see. For a Lucid Flex 50K funded account, you need 5 profitable trading days before you can request a payout. Each of those 5 days must have at least 150 in realized profit. So, yeah, so I'm 150 profit, 5 days. Boom. Today is Thursday, so we got Friday. That's 1, Monday 2, 3, 4, 5. So Thursday the 9th, as long as I can profit 150 per day, I can request a payout next Thursday. Now, these days don't have to be consecutive. That's just consecutive days. So if I get a profit day here, a red day here, profitable day here. So as long as I can get 5 profitable days, no matter how many red days are in between, I can request a payout. So that's the thing. So we shall see. So according to my plan, my trading style, my strategy, by next Thursday, we should be requesting a payout with a maximum amount of $3,000. Will we reach that $3,000 maximum payout amount? We shall see. Tune in. So there we go. So that, I think that'll do it for today. Me for today. Overall success. We've passed our Lucid 50K account. I'd like to pull up my I wanted to pull up my P&L. Let's pull up the P&L from this breached account. Yeah, they won't. I'd like to see it on the calendar, but they're not showing me on the calendar. Maybe oh, there it is. Yeah, this is the account I breached. 447, 680. These are 100%, meaning these are the trades that I made. They were 100%. Didn't take no losing trades that day. All 100%. Until Friday, I'm like, I'm almost there, ready to go, ready to get this account going, and I go instead of taking the red day and moving on, I go off $2,150 one day. Bad trading. That's how it goes. That's what we're going to avoid, and that's what I'm still working on. This is, still the beginning phase. I mean, this is it. This was a nice little grind. Reached my peak, and then boom, that's what happens. Hey, that was learning. That's a learning. That's definitely a learning phase. So I ended that balance still positive $82, and still breached the account because of the rules. But yeah, we won't be doing that. So it's good. I don't regret it. It is what it is. There we go. And this is what we're going here. We're at the Lucid funded. So this is what we'll be starting with tomorrow. Thanks everyone for checking me out here at Trade Daddy Myrick Mav. This was day 4 of an official live stream. So tomorrow, Friday, day 5. Then we'll be aiming towards that first payout next week. So, but we do it, the charts will tell. So thanks again, everyone. See you next time. Happy trading. Peace.